Hello AEP 800. This is Joe Leibner doing the second video in my series 5 New Technologies. The technology that I'm going to focus on this time around is Google Classroom. The main reason I selected Google Classroom is because it's relatively new to me. I don't have a ton of experience with it. I'm trying it now, so we're going to set up one together. I'll show you the one that I've actually set up, but there's not a lot of content on it. We'll go through it and look at some of the features and some of the opportunities we can find in it. The goal and purpose that I use it for currently is to communicate with athletes primarily. I'll show you the track Google Classroom that I have set up, but this could be used in a regular school setting or a regular classroom setting, obviously. I just don't have that where I work, so this is the primary purpose that I have for it. So as you open an internet browser, obviously I'm using Google Chrome. Go over here to the Google Apps icon, and then all we're going to do is we're going to come over here and look for Classroom. So you've got all the different things. Click on Classroom like you would expect, and that's where it will take you. So it's not under my my FHSU stuff. It's under my school one, so that's where I'll go there. So here you can see we've got some students invited. Let's go back to the main page here. Okay, so this is what the regular page for the classroom looks like. There is a activity feed of sorts here, and each thing that is posted or each thing that is added to Classroom comes in this section. You can add things by certain topic. So I've got 2 topics already set up, and we'll show you how to add another one. So the preseason meeting that we did at the beginning of the meeting, at the beginning of the year, rather, excuse me. This is the handout that we gave the kids. So all this is a Google Doc, and you can attach that into Classroom so that anybody that has it later on, if they have lost track of this, they can see the handout that we had during that first meeting. The other one is our schedule. So this was the schedule as of 1/19. It's got all of our events that have been scheduled to that point. Let's go back here. So those are the 2 topics that I have. If you want to add a topic, so let's say we've got the preseason meeting, we've got schedule. Let's say we want to add practice plans. Okay, and we'll add that. Let's say that we're going to start posting our daily practice plans in there. We'll just start kind of going through this together and doing that. I did add the coaches that are in our program up here. They have the ability to add and to manipulate this classroom setting. There is also a list of athletes, which I won't go back to again. That's what popped up when we first got here, but I will not go back to it. So here we're looking at the things that we can add to our Google Classroom. Okay, so you can create an announcement, an assignment. You can create a question or create a question, something that you can use as a discussion, or you can just repost something so that it will come back to the top, back to the beginning of the feed if you want to do that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create an announcement. Let's say today's, well, let's call it the actual date. So let's say 2/27 practice plan. And then what we do is we've got the opportunity to add a link to anywhere. That's just a hyperlink, a YouTube video, something from Google Drive, which is where we'll go, or just a clip from the computer. So if you're using Word or something like that, or if you're using an Excel doc, you can do that. So today, this is our practice plan for the day. We will add that in. We will add that to the topic of practice plans. And so there you can see under practice plans, I've got track plan 2/27/18, and then this is for all students, or you can select just certain people to share something with. So we'll post that, and then there it is. So very, very straightforward. It's a useful tool. It's something that the kids can come to and see. There is in the About section, there is a classroom calendar, and this is if there's an assignment due date. This is where this goes. This doesn't have anything from the Google Calendar that's linked to this class. This has only things that have due dates on them. So if I were to create an assignment for the kids, let's say that I wanted to test their knowledge of starting procedure at a track meet, I could create a Google form, I could make that a test, and then that would show up if I assigned it a due date here in this view. We'll go back. If I wanted to go to the Google Calendar that's actually attached to this, then that would be this boys track calendar in Google Calendar. So those are two separate things. They're separate areas. I tried, maybe somebody out there knows better than I do, how to get that to show up on the classroom calendar, but as of now, I certainly couldn't figure that out. This is also the area where you would have a drive folder, so you could have a classroom folder that you dump all your stuff in if you wanted to handle it that way instead of post each individual thing. This is also where you would invite teachers and things like that. So we've got our stream. I keep hitting that. We've got our stream. You can QT it up all you'd like to, but you can obviously use this as a continual workflow. I think this would be great if you have a reoccurring class, something that you offer on a regular basis, kind of like our classes here at FHSU, or if you were to have a very systematic way to do your meetings or things like that. We plan on using this a little bit more as we continue to go, and maybe post meet results, heat sheets, and things like that as we go on for our track boys. The two ISTE standards that I believe that this covers is ISTE 6A and E5C. I believe that handles those very well and meets the criteria for them. I appreciate your attention and your patience with me through this video, and that's all I have. Thank you.